Hi guys, so in today's episode I'm playing World of Warcraft, and yeah, this is not official server, this is actually Warmain private server. I'm playing a lot, and I'm doing weekly quest, and I've got to kill Patchwerk, which is one of the bosses in Naxxramas 25 and 10 man. So, right. Let's accept the quest. We can also check the Naxxramas. These things drop from Patchwerk. 213 item levels. These are the things that drop from him. They're pretty much, for me actually, I'm 270 level, item level, and I'm 6.2k gear score, so I'm not really paying attention to those items, these items. But they are nice and pretty pleasant for to have them as what do they call it? No inscription, but what is that? Transmogrification. Oh yes, transmogs. Look at this bow, for example. It's very unique with a skull on it. Look at this shield with a fire inside of this skull, and this mace. Very, very interesting for rogues. But I've seen better. Held in offhand, just basic stuff. Necklace, not really interesting. Waist, maybe for a holy paladin priest. Hands, not really to pay attention to it. And feet leather, not that exciting. Glove feet and waist is also not really interesting. Okay, so what we have to do now is to fly to Naxxramas location, which is placed basically on the outskirts of Dragonflight. Dragonblight, sorry, no, Dragonflight, that's a new expansion for retail. So this is my mount. Basic dragon. Just in color red. 280 movement. Flight speed, sorry. So now let's fly to this place because people are getting started, but they're summoning. Okay, so we don't have to haste for it. But we shouldn't get them impatient, so they can kick me right away. So let's not F anymore. Let's just fly right here. Alright, so Naxxramas is right here. It's just like I've said. So, on the right side, Dragonblight. How to get inside? So you have to fly under this flying object, which is a pyramid. Just fly under it, and you will be inside. There will be a portal. You will be transformed right into a raid. You can ask, is this boss even hard? No, you need to have a good healer. But to be honest, the mobs that spawn inside these spiders are troublesome. They deal constant damage as a poison, so you need to have good healer. That's a must. That's a vital thing. But with the rest, Patchwerk is not that even hard to kill. You need to have like 5, 6, 5k DPS people, like let's say 3 ranges, 3 melees, and 1 tank is enough 2 or 3 healers would be even better, because like I've said, the mobs, the ads that spawn are kind of troublesome and kind of irritating at some point. Okay, so we're now inside of Naxxramas raid, I mean. Okay, so here we can spot some very first monsters and NPCs. This is Elite Death Knight. Necromite, okay, so a bunch of skeletons not causing any threat to us. Alright. Okay, so what else is needed for that instance? I'm playing Hunter, it's Marksmanship Hunter, you can check my talents right here. Okay, so starting with the very least Chimera Shot, which is vital spell for a Hunter. Okay, right there, you get marked for that. That increases our damage done, which is very, very important. And White Quiver, and this True Shot Aura makes you have 10% more added damage. And here, Piercing Shots, yes, this is very critical to Hunters. You have a bleed that you put on the mobs. Here I have improved stings because I'm playing not with my traps, which you can take right here, trap mastery, and then go glyph for traps. I have this as my secondary talents. Look at this, now I have it included. I'm not playing with that currently because it's like a waste of time to rush under the boss. At some points it's useful, right? If you're playing ICC, Ice Crown Citadel, you're, for example, clashing with Sourfang and you can just put traps, like freezing traps, it's mandatory. But now I'm just staying at range and dealing constant damage, critical strikes, not wasting any seconds that are very necessary for Hunter to be at the max range and using arrows. But like I've said, you can also play with traps. Talent right here. So this is up to you. So if you are taking Trap Mastery, you are sacrificing 3 talents here. And the talents is as follows. It's Improved Barrage, that increases the damage just by multi-shot and aimed shot. But aimed shot is vital, it's here, but multi-shot is not. So you're like taking 10% more or less from your critical aimed shot strike for trap damage. Okay, so explosive, immolation trap. So right, okay, so let's call our pet. I have a wolf. I think you know how to play Hunter. If you're interested in watching video me playing as him. It's not very complicated hero or character or race class. Sorry, class. It's class. Right? If I'm correct. That's the WoW players call it. But what the most important thing is to misdirection the target that is tanking. So they take more aggro, right? But it has pretty much big cooldown, like 30 seconds. And in 30 seconds, You need to have another rogue or hunter to put on this spell to use to cast it. Because in 30 seconds, people might deal so much damage. Oh, so this is the damage that I've told you. These mad scientists, mad living monasterians, and so on. Look, we are gonna die here. If not for this healing. If it were not for this healing, you would have died. That's for sure. Ads are terrible. These ads and this river here, it's just making me goosebumps every time I'm here. Oh, I didn't use my misdirection. This thing that I had it, this mob on me. Okay, now. So let's use AoE spell. And Patchwerk should spawn in like a minute or so, I think. I reckon he's very near us, just waiting to appear. Oh, he's here. I think you can spot him. He's very big, very plump. And look at this damage. When you're crossing the river, it deals like 20k damage instantly. So if you've stayed, for example, if you stayed here for more than a couple of seconds, you would die. But he's staying, not dying. So it's like, okay. So you see, this is a health bars, they're not healing us. You can see warrior is low, DK is low, no one's healing them. And that's how you wipe. I don't know what healers do. Do we have one healer? If that's the case... Oh, you see, okay. Alright, so let me put healer. Where are you, healer? So we have only one druid. Jesus Christ. If it weren't for me and this mage, we would be in big trouble right now. And I'm out of mana. No, he can't. Maybe he could, but he's like very not familiar with this class. He's using Nourish all the time, not Wild Growth. Yes, he's spamming Nourish. Look at this. Nourish on the right of the screen. 45. Sorry, 40. Yes, 43% of healing done. And he should have used Wild Growth every time that he's healing. It is here. Only 4% of healing done. Alright, so that's all when it comes to... Okay, so he used the portal and he just left the group, and now we can't use it. Anyways, we have a second mage. Okay guys, so we've killed Patchwerk. It was a little bit troubling. Little bit boring getting to this mob. You need to fly, you need to go inside, you need to create a group, you need to have a good healer. That may take time, even if it's only weekly quests, a single one. Okay, but without any further ado, what else to say? Oh, I will show you where you can turn in the quest. So it's exactly the same place that you took it. So this is how you complete it. You get 5 emblems of triumph, 5 emblems of frost, and some gold to buy flasks, food, or even arrows as a hunter. That's also very helpful, because these arrows can be like full. 5,000 arrows costs you 50 gold. And 50 gold, not that much, but these arrows are disappearing like last year winter snow in a high temperature. But okay. This is everything from me. This was Patchwerk Must Die quest, done by Hunter, on server Ice Crown in Warmain. The same quest will be available on Classic Wrath pretty much in like a couple of months, when people will be enough geared. But alright. Alright. So thank you very much for today's episode. Make sure you subscribe, comment, and follow my channel. To the next video.